with Miss Kris. I was thinking of what I wanted to do for the next couple videos, and I'm going to go to the Star Wars world. Actually, I'm going to go to the new show on Disney Plus called The Mandalorian. I don't have Disney Plus, but I do know of this Baby Yoda character that everybody is loving to draw and fascinated with. So we're going to do a Baby Yoda today. And what you're going to need is a #2 pencil. And if you can find, this is optional, a brown and a green colored pencil and a black marker. So that would be ideal if you can find any of these. Now, if you don't have them, you can always just do the whole thing with a pencil. So let's get started on our Baby Yoda. So the first thing I'm going to do to start drawing this Baby Yoda is the head. So I'm going to start probably towards middle to upper on my paper, and I'm going to make a curve. Not a straight line, a nice curve, okay? So after the curve, I'm going to make the sides of the Baby Yoda head. So I'm also going to curve the sides out instead of going straight down. And I'm going to curve the side out just a little bit. And then I'm going to make a line that goes straight across. Now this kind of looks like another loaf of bread, kind of like our last video. So with this shape, we are going to let's start with the ears, because I just love the ears on this character. So right here at the bottom right, I'm going to curve up, okay? Then I'm going to come to the top, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to make a pretty big ear. It's going to come out, it's going to be a little pointed, it's going to dive down and back. That's our first ear. Now I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to do my very best to try to make this ear and this ear about the same size and the same shape. That's hard to do, so you just do your very best right now. I'm going to come up. I'm going to start down here with a curve, and I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to come out. I'm going to make a point, and I'm going to come down and back. So cross my fingers that those are somewhat even. They look pretty good. All right, so after I have the ears, and you can see where the head's going to go, I'm going to start with the head. Now I'm going to make some guidelines. So my first guideline is going to be very light because I'm going to erase it. It's going to be a very light, I'm going to divide that head shape in half. That's going to help me place my nose, my lips. Also, I'm going to divide this shape in half. So now we have a cross. That's going to help us make our eyes even as well. All right, so let's go into this shape. Now, this Baby Yoda has huge eyes. And I really enjoy drawing big eyes on any kind of character, even a human face. It's really fun. There's a great artist to look up if you have time, and her name is Margaret Keane, and she makes these really, really amazing paintings of children with very large eyes and animals. But we're going to come right here, and we're going to make a very big Baby Yoda eye. So I'm going to make a curve up and down. I'm going to come below here, and you can see how big this eye is going to be. And I'm going to make another shape like so. All right, now I'm going to go on the other side, and you can see how these guidelines are helping me keep things even. And I'm going to go up and down best I can. And I'm going to come down and over with my shape. All right, so now I'm gonna kind of bring these lines together right here. Now I have some big Baby Yoda eyes. So now I'm gonna go inside the eye and finish the eye shape off with 2 lines that kind of curve here and here, kind of like we curved this and this. That's gonna also be a curve from top to bottom. I'm gonna come to the other Baby Yoda eye, and we're gonna curve, and we're going to curve. All right, now inside that eye, and now you can see the eyes pretty clearly, we are going to have a pupil. So I'm gonna make a circle in that eye. I'm gonna come over here and make a circle in that eye. That will be the pupil, and we're gonna make that pupil very dark. I am going to make a little bubble in that eye and a little bubble in that pupil. And now that's gonna be the highlight inside the eye. Right now, I want you to color that pupil in really dark. Okay, and color in that pupil really dark. All right, good job. And I also want you to come through here, inside here, and shade in the eye and shade in this eye. All right, let's move to the little teeny Baby Jedi nose. Now the nose is going to be a little teeny bit lower than the eyes, not a lot. And we're gonna start, now this is gonna help us stay even with it. Right here, I'm gonna make a little teeny Baby Yoda nostril and a little teeny Baby Yoda nostril, just like so. And then I'm going to make 2 little curves, lots of curves on this project. 2 little curves right here, curve and a curve. And there's my little teeny Baby Yoda nose. Now he won't be complete without a mouth, so we need to add a mouth. And the mouth is gonna go right under the nose. And I'm gonna do a curve and a curve. And then I'm gonna follow it through with a little mouth. I'm looking at this, I'm seeing that right here I don't have a lot of room, so I'm going to modify my drawing right here, and I'm going to just bring this line down a little bit. It was a little bit tight, and that'll happen when you're drawing. Sometimes you have to modify it a little bit, erase it, change it to get it the way you want it. So now I am going to add some details to my face. I'm going to erase my guidelines. I don't really need them anymore. And Baby Yoda is 50 years old, believe it or not. This is a 50-year-old baby. So he actually has been around a while. And we're going to give this baby, that's not really a baby, it's a 50-year-old baby, some details, some wrinkles and creases. So the first place I'm going to do this is above the nose. I'm going to make some creases above his nose. Okay. I'm going to make, I did 3. I'm going to make 3 creases or 3 lines above that. I am going to make some wrinkles in our Baby Yoda's head. And I'm just going to make mine like that, little curves. I'm going to just do 2 layers. Now, above, between his nose and his lips, I'm going to make some more creases. And I'm going to go under Baby Yoda's eye. And I'm going to make a few creases. I'm going to come under this eye. And I'm going to make a couple creases. I'm going to go above the eye. And I'm going to make a curve and a curve. And we are going to say that our Baby Yoda face is complete. So that's actually the hardest part. So if you did get through that pretty well, the rest of it I think is going to be on the easier side. So now I'm going to go into the ears. I'm actually going to erase these lines now because they were just to help me draw my shape. And I am going to come right here in the ear, and I'm going to draw a shape that's kind of like that, a little curve underneath it. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to draw a shape kind of like that. Some details. I'm going to add some lines inside that ear. Some more lines inside that ear. All right. I am going to add a little crease right here and here just to show his face. And now we're going to move down to his clothing. So Baby Yoda is in kind of a drapey gown type outfit. So I'm going to start with his scarf. So we have this line that makes up it's going to be our neckline. And on this line, I am going to draw a scarf like so. Okay? And then I'm going to make a curve like this because it's kind of folded. Now this is my own little flair I'm adding to the Baby Yoda, but I'm going to add some fringe right here. Okay, and I am going to add some creases in our scarf like so. Now I'm going to move down to our Baby Yoda's gown, and I'm going to keep this on the simpler side. So I'm going to come to the edge of the scarf, and I'm going to I'm not going to make this too big. Maybe something like that, and a line through. All right, there is where his body is. And now he wouldn't be complete without hands and arms. And I know hands and arms are really hard, but we're gonna do it on the simpler side because actually Baby Yoda, and I don't believe this character actually has a formal name. That's just what everybody's calling this character on The Mandalorian. But we're going to give this baby a simple arms and fingers, and he only has 3 fingers. So we're going to come out right here, and right here with 2 little lines, about right there and there. And then on those lines, I'm going to make from the top to the bottom an oval. And our hand is going to be coming out of that oval. Then I'm going to come on this side. This one's a little easier. And we're going to make a line that goes down. Actually, I'm going to rework that. We're going to make a line a little wider, I think. Down and over. And his little fingers are going to be coming out of that sleeve. And then on this side, little Baby Yoda, he does, for being such a baby, he has the force in him. So he is going to be using his force, and we're going to come out of the sleeve. It's kind of sharp. It's got a little fingernail on it, like that. And that's going to actually be 1 finger. I know that looks a little crazy, but we're going to keep going from here. And we're going to make another kind of like triangles shaped finger. There's 2. Now I'm going to erase this part right here because the fingers are in front of our sleeve. So I have a shape that looks like this. Now I'm going to add another little finger. It's going to be kind of like right here with a little nail, okay? Then we're going to take this line and we're going to curve under here. That's his palm. And I'm going to add a few little creases. All right. Now after that, I'm going to come over to this arm and I'm going to you're just going to see 3 little fingers. 1, 2, and 3. The little nails coming out of that. So to complete this drawing, before we go and ink it and add some color to it, I'm just going to add a few little details. I want you to shade the inside of the sleeve really dark so you can see that the hand's coming out. And I'm going to come down here in his gown and give his gown a few more details. Some creases over here, maybe one here, one here. And then I am going to add ink and a little color to this Baby Yoda. So I'm going to move to one that I have already started. Okay, so here's one that I was working on prior, and I have now gone in with my black pen that I love so much. So I'm outlining the eyes, the ears. I made that pupil black, and I'm going to continue. I'm going to make the sleeve black. I'm going to go pretty fast here. I'm going to continue my outlining. Nothing's perfect. And outline the rest of this Baby Yoda. And I'm going to show you also how adding simply a little color to this at the end really makes it a lot of fun. So I'm just outlining pretty much my pencil marks at this time. Now I did in the eyes, I kind of like the way the pencil is shading inside the eye. So I'm going to leave that shaded area that we did earlier. And I'm going to outline the top of the eye and the bottom of the eye and the sides of the eye. Color in that pupil, but remember how we left that little circle in there, the little bubble? I'm going to leave that white so you can see the highlight in the eye. It's going to really add to it. So I'm going to continue to outline my Baby Yoda. And if you want to make your Baby Yoda happy or smiling, you can do so. I'm making mine a little bit more serious. Crinkles above his head. I made 3 rows on this drawing. The last drawing I had 2 rows. You can add more if you want. I'm going to come down here, add a little detail over here, and then we are getting close to being ready to add some color. So I'm going to erase a few of my pencil lines now. Don't need all of those. And there you go. Alrighty, so now I'm going to add, Baby Yoda is green. So how fun just to take some colored pencil, and you can go in here, shading in, nice and easy. Stay away from the eyes though. Leave the eyes, don't color the eyes in green. Leave them the way you have them. But I'm just lightly going through this Baby Yoda, adding in a little shading and a little green, just to give him a little more personality. Now you can, hopefully you guys can find some colored pencils in one of your pencil pouches or any of your school supplies. If not, don't worry about it. He can just be pencil too. But I'm going to add a little green in his hand. Okay, and I'm going to add some brown. There's where the brown comes in. I'm going really light. I'm not pushing down really hard as I shade in his outfit. Really soft. And I'm going to color in his outfit. Brown. All right, so this is my Baby Yoda. And guess what? This Baby Yoda is not Yoda. This is not Yoda as a baby. This is a separate character, which is really, I learned, which I was like, what? That's not Yoda as a baby? It just looks just like Yoda. So this is not Yoda. This is his own little character on this show called The Mandalorian. But this Baby Yoda is all the rage right now. There's memes about him, and he is just taking off by storm. So I hope you enjoy drawing this cute little creature, because I really, really like drawing imaginary creatures. It's just a lot of fun, and characters. And I just want to let you know that the next video I put out, I have made another Star Wars character, but I made up my own character in a baby form. So stay tuned for video number 3 coming out soon. That's going to be a secret. You'll have to come in and see it, and I'll have another baby Star Wars character to share with you. So boys and girls, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy creating your baby Yoda character. If you're a student of mine, please share with me on Schoology and share your drawings with me. I'd love to see them, and then I can write back to you and we can communicate. And I would love for you to do that if you have time this week or next week. Thanks very much. You guys have a good day.